what's up? How is everyone doing? This is me, like as real as you're gonna get it. I'm in a compression garment. I like have a compression garment, but I've also put gauze to like extra compress it because it is a little bit on the not compressed enough side. So anyway, I guess you guys are wondering what the hell happened. Why do I look this way? I know I posted some things on Instagram like a couple nights ago where I seemed to be on drugs, and if that was your assumption, then your assumption was correct. I was on some painkillers as well as a little bit of Valium because I was really uncomfortable. I was really sore. This is now 3 days post-op. First, I want to just mention that I had blood work done before doing this. I know I suffer from a relatively severe hematological condition, which is now under control. Recently, like about 3 months ago, I learned that I am actually finally, after so many years, in pretty much full remission. I'm not cured, I still have it, but all of my numbers, my counts are stable. They're holding at a safe level, and especially my platelets, which is like a huge one because platelets are what help you clot. And I used to have critically low platelets, during which, like, if I were to just bump myself lightly, I would bruise like crazy. If I cut myself, I would bleed, and it would take a really long time for the bleeding to stop. And I was always at an increased risk for internal bleeding, brain bleeds, all that fun stuff. But right now, my platelets are at a low normal level, which means they're not like amazing, but they're also like in a safe range, and they're good. Like, I'm safe, so I can get surgery. If I needed to get my fucking appendix removed, I could get my appendix removed. Before that, I couldn't even go to the dentist because it would be too dangerous for me to get any kind of open wound in my mouth, in my body, wherever. So I had my blood work done before going to do this operation, and I, you know, checked with everybody to make sure that I was okay to do this. I got the approval, and I will say this was not a necessary procedure. This was completely elective, and some might even say that it was fucking stupid. One of those people being my mother, who is here taking care of me. Hey, Mom! What do you think of my chin lipo?
I don't know. I'm not really...
You had a lot to say the other day. That's her being nice. She was not as nice the other day. I am not shy about work I've had done. I'm not shy about procedures. I think that getting work done is really controversial because a lot... What happened, Mom? Jesus. It's very controversial because, you know, I preach self-love, and so many people online preach self-love, but then like you see all this contradicting stuff online where like people just post like perfect, flawless photos of themselves. I do that sometimes too, but I try to keep it real. Like, I got a fucking massive pimple on my chin. Like, I'm by no means perfect. I don't have an ass. I'm not a perfect person, and I don't think I ever will be. I mean, no one's perfect, and I will never be 100% perfect. I'm definitely not like the ideal beauty in this day and age, but I think all of us suffer from insecurities about certain parts of our bodies, and we can do one of two things. We can accept those flaws and kind of learn to love them, which I have about a lot of things on my body, but then there's some things you're just like, oh, I really wish I could change it. This one thing that I've been wanting to change for a while is the fact that I did have a pocket of fat underneath my chin, and I would see it. If I ever had like a side profile photo of myself, I would see it on television. If I watched myself on before the 90 days, I literally would I would only see that. I don't know, it bothered me. It bothered me when I photographed myself. As you guys know, like my job is like literally like my appearance to some degree on the internet because I do OnlyFans. So like, I want to feel my best, and this was something that bothered me for a long time throughout the years. And throughout the years, I've fluctuated greatly in weight. I've been really thin, I've been skinny, I've been chunky, I've been on the heavier side, but one thing that always just stayed no matter how much weight I lost or gained was just a small pocket of fat under my chin. And I went to a couple different people. I went to like a med spa, and we talked about cool sculpting, but the area wasn't large enough for like the cool sculpting machine to actually grab onto it sufficiently to work. But at that point I was still like, I don't know, I don't want to do do surgery because like I don't know about the risks and whatever. I know a plastic surgeon in Guilford, Connecticut. Her name is Dr. Beth Collins. She is very responsible. She's double board certified. She's a breast cancer survivor, so she like empathizes with her patients on like a different level, I think, than other surgeons do. So I had a consultation with her and we looked over my blood work and we discussed everything about the procedure and what it would be like, and we pretty much decided that like, yeah, this is gonna be safe. Out of any type of procedure, this is actually like the least invasive. It's very quick. I did not have a lot of fat to remove, so it wasn't gonna be like intense. I would not be under general anesthesia. It would just be local anesthesia. I would be awake for the procedure, and if anything, like I would suffer maybe more bruising than the average person, which I knew because of my blood disorder. But like I said, my platelets were in a safe range where at this point in time, like I would be okay, and I am okay. It's 3 days now. So I had the procedure done. I showed up, they put me into like a nice quiet dark room with the TV on. They gave me a water, they gave me the Valium. I took the Valium. I was still really anxious, but like she pretty much made me feel really comfortable and at ease. They brought me into the surgery room and they basically injected this numbing solution into my chin cavity area, and it was just completely numb, like you couldn't feel anything. And then she took a small little scalpel, made one little incision right over here, and then she took a cannula, which is like a rod-like syringe, and basically just went in, and it almost felt like she was vacuuming the inside of my chin right here, and it almost felt like take your knuckles and just do that. Like that's what it felt like, except you don't feel it. It just, you feel the sensation that someone's like kind of like raking inside of your chin. You could watch some videos on YouTube of the procedure. It looks really bad and it looks super scary, and if you're looking to get chin lipo done, like maybe don't watch it the night before because it will kind of freak you out. But she was very, very gentle, methodical, and she's like such a well-trained perfectionist surgeon who has like no medical malpractice history, who is just like the best of the best. Like even her office is beautiful. Like everything about her practice is like top tier. And that's why she's also pricier, and I will always pay more and feel safer and not have to deal with anything crazy or like fucked up. So yeah, it's day 3. Day 1, I was super sore, super tired. I literally just went home, I took some Tylenol, and I just like passed out, and I was just sleeping. I made sure to keep my head elevated. I made sure that my compression garment was snug but not too tight. You don't want it to be too tight, but it definitely does help with like the bruising and the swelling. What was really weird for me though was like I didn't bruise at all around my chin. I feel like all of the blood that would have ended up here ended up pooling in my neck, which is kind of weird. But I guess I'd rather like have it here than here. I don't know. I don't really think I'd rather have it anywhere, but whatever. It'll go away. I have some arnica gel and I'm just going to be applying that. Day 2, I still felt a little sore, but I didn't feel the need to take any Tylenol or any painkiller or anything. I was just fine. It honestly just kind of felt a little sore, but it wasn't terribly painful. Now it's day 3. I'm still a bit sore. This is kind of sore to the touch, but I'm fine. I'm not like suffering or feeling awful. I can't wait till I can take this off because this is annoying, especially when you want to eat because you can't open your mouth all the way. I have taken it off briefly just to like wash, and the results are very dramatic in my opinion, and this is still swollen. Like this is only gonna go down and like get even better over time. I really wanted to be honest with you guys about my procedure. There was like a moment in time where I was like, well, maybe I'm not gonna tell anybody. I don't even want to like get into that freaking discussion with people, and people are gonna like say bad things about it. People are going to make fun of me. People are going to critique and judge me, as they do with a lot of people who get any kind of procedure done or do anything to their face. I agree, like sometimes the the plastic surgery and, you know, getting things done to your face and your body, like people can overdo it. That's why it's so important to go to like a plastic surgeon or a person who like will kind of give you a reality check and is not gonna care about money and is literally just gonna be like, stop. Like, I will not do this on your face, like no more. Because yeah, there are a lot of people that I've seen online who just like go way too far and they just don't look like themselves anymore. So yeah, maybe this wasn't necessary, but like I'm so happy with the results and I really do love it. I guess this was like my 30th birthday present to myself. And if I ever do get anything else done, I'll let you guys know because I really want to be transparent. Even if my transparency gets me hate, I'd rather be honest with you guys than just bullshit you. Another thing, the procedure itself costs $3,900. I think that is on the higher side because you can get it done for less, but like I said, I won't go to anybody other than the surgeon. She's the only plastic surgeon like I legit trust with my life. So like she could have charged me anything and I've been like, okay. So if you guys, you know, are in the Connecticut or tri-state area and you're looking for a really good surgeon, then I definitely recommend Dr. Beth Collins in Guilford. You know, plastic surgery and Botox and fillers, I think that they can be things that can give you a boost to your self-esteem and your confidence the same way makeup can. And I think sometimes it can be a really great thing. There's always good and bad to everything. There's always the risk of overdoing it, right? And when you see a person who's had like the right amount of work done, you're just like, wow, like that's the goal. You know, you want to age gracefully, you want to like look natural, you don't want to look like you've had plastic surgery. And I think that sometimes when people overdo it, it can not look great. And I think that sometimes it becomes an illness, like a mental disorder. It's like probably a form of like body dysmorphia, which I can see that I'm pretty susceptible to. So I really do have to like check myself. I've wanted this for a long time and I held off for a long time, and I tried so many different things. I tried like a laser machine that was like $500 off of Amazon. I've tried firming creams that kind of worked. I have tried certain kinds of exercises. I've tried fucking everything. Nothing worked. And after like a really long time of consideration, considering the cost, the risk and reward, I finally decided to do it. I would never jump hastily into anything like this, and I want to continue being that way in regards to any kind of procedure that I get if I ever get another one, which right now I really don't foresee myself getting anything else really that's like invasive other than just like some Botox. But that's it. That's my confession. I'm gonna make another video in about like a week or two, and I'm gonna show you guys the official results. This is just day 3, so keep in mind I'm still pretty swollen. This is what's going on. I wanted to be honest with you guys, and thank you so much for watching. If you guys want to go ahead and join my OnlyFans, I will link that down below. I do have a free OnlyFans as well, which is not like really my sexy stuff, but it's like still pretty hot, and I do post on there daily, and I do offer extra videos, try on hauls, vlogs, helpful advice videos for people who also want to do OnlyFans. So go check out my free OnlyFans if you're like on the fence. But if you want to see my really sexy stuff, I can't believe I'm promoting this while I'm wearing a fucking compression garment. If you want to see the sexy stuff, then go over to my premium OnlyFans. Okay, I'm gonna get going because my dog is being really annoying.
I don't think it was necessary.
Really?
Because you didn't have any double chin.
Girl, did you just be, you're just being too nice. I definitely had a little bit of a double chin.
No, you don't. But I don't know. I mean, there's nothing I can do. When you set your mind on something, that's like, that's it. It's pointless for me to try to convince you the other way. So just recover quickly and be your own self, your own beautiful self.
I think I'm gonna get a whole entire face transplant. I really want to look like Kim Kardashian.
Please
Do you think
stop
that's
it.
too much?
Honey, please stop it.
Okay, bye guys.